Do you want to transfer cryptocurrency between different networks without unnecessary commissions and risks? Today, I will tell you about bridges, what they are, why they are needed, and how to use them correctly. And at the end, I will reveal the main secret, how to choose a reliable bridge and avoid typical mistakes when transferring cryptocurrency. First of all, let's talk about what a bridge is. A bridge in the world of cryptocurrencies is a tool that allows you to transfer assets from one blockchain network to another. Imagine you have tokens on the Ethereum network, but you want to use them on the Solana network. You can't send such tokens directly. They simply won't be supported by the new network. In this case, bridges help us. A bridge creates a link between different blockchains. You send tokens to a bridge in one network. They become frozen, and in return you receive equivalent tokens in another network. For example, you send USDT to Ethereum and receive USDT in Solana. This is a convenient way to transfer assets, save on fees, and get access to new opportunities on other networks. But how do these bridges work? The way a bridge works can be compared to a currency exchanger. Imagine you want to exchange dollars for euros. You give your dollars to the currency exchanger, they stay there, and in return you get the equivalent in euros. The situation is similar with bridges. When you transfer tokens from one network to another, the bridge freezes your assets in the first network and releases equivalent tokens in the second. For example, you want to transfer USDT from Ethereum to Solana. You send USDTs to the bridge. They are blocked on the Ethereum network, and the bridge issues mirrored USDTs on the Solana network. In doing so, the actual tokens remain blocked until you want them back. It's important to understand that bridges don't physically transfer your tokens. They work through an asset wrapping mechanism. This means that you get tokens that represent the value of the blocked assets, but they are on a different network. This approach helps keep assets balanced across networks and gives you the ability to use tokens where they are not initially supported. But each type of bridge has its own features and nuances about which we are going to talk now. So, what kind of bridges are there? All cryptocurrency bridges can be divided into two main types: centralized and decentralized. Centralized bridges are platforms that are managed by a certain company or organization. An example is Binance Bridge, which allows you to transfer assets between different networks through the Binance platform. Such bridges are usually easier to use and offer a high level of security due to company control. But they have a negative side. You are entrusting your funds to a third party, and in case of problems with the platform itself, access to assets may be restricted. Decentralized bridges work differently. There is no single control center, and all operations go through smart contracts. Examples of such bridges are AnySwap, Wormhole, Hop Protocol. Decentralized bridges give you more control over your assets because no one can block your funds, but they can be harder to use, and security depends on the quality of the smart contracts. There are also hybrid bridges that combine the benefits of centralized and decentralized solutions, but there are not many on the market yet. The choice of bridge type depends on your goals. If simplicity and convenience are important, choose centralized bridges. If the priority is decentralization and independence, decentralized solutions are better. But when should you use bridges, and when is it better to do without them? Bridges are often needed when you want to save on fees. For example, transactions in the Ethereum network can cost tens of dollars, and at such times, transferring assets to a cheaper network, such as Solana or Polygon, seems like a reasonable solution. But saving on fees is only one side of the coin. Bridges also open up access to unique features of other networks. It happens that interesting DeFi products, NFT platforms, or profitable staking programs work only in certain networks. With a bridge, you can easily move your assets to a network where they will bring the maximum benefit. However, using bridging is not always a good idea. For example, if your goal is to simply store cryptocurrency, it's better to leave the assets on a wallet where you control the private keys. Bridges are suitable for temporary token transfers, but not for long-term storage. In addition, you should avoid bridges during periods of high network load. Commissions can increase unexpectedly, and the bridge transfer becomes unprofitable. Besides, during volatile periods in the market, sharp fluctuations in exchange rates can make exchanging through a bridge financially risky, especially if it charges a commission in volatile tokens. So, bridges are a great tool when you need to transfer assets quickly and profitably, but it's important to use them consciously. To avoid mistakes, you need to choose the right bridge. At first glance, all bridges may seem the same, but in fact they differ greatly in terms of features, fees, and security. First of all, pay attention to the supported networks. Not every bridge works with all blockchains. For example, if you need to transfer assets from Ethereum to Solana, make sure the bridge you choose supports both networks. Some bridges only work with a limited number of networks, and this can be an unpleasant surprise. Another important factor is commissions. Bridges can charge fees on both the source network and the destination network. For example, centralized bridges such as Binance Bridge often offer lower fees but require registration on the platform, while decentralized bridges like Wormhole may be freer to use, but their fees depend on network load. Security is a key factor in choosing a bridge. Unfortunately, there have been past cases of bridge hacks, where users have lost their assets. Before using a bridge, be sure to check its reputation, read reviews, and study the history of the project. The longer a bridge works on the market without incidents, the better. It is equally important to consider the speed of transactions. Sometimes a bridge transfer can take from a few minutes to a few hours, especially if the network is overloaded. If you plan to use the assets immediately after the transfer, choose bridges that offer fast transactions. And of course, pay attention to the interface and usability. If the bridge is complex and requires many additional actions, the risk of error increases. This is especially important for beginners. In summary, when you choose a bridge, you should consider several factors at once: supported networks, commissions, security, transaction speed, and usability. I have prepared a step-by-step instruction that will help everyone to use bridges to transfer cryptocurrency between networks. Let's take a concrete example of how to transfer USDT from Ethereum network to Solana using Wormhole Bridge. First of all, make sure you have wallets on both networks. For example, MetaMask for Ethereum and Phantom for Solana. This is necessary for the bridge to correctly accept and send your tokens. The first step is to connect the wallet. Go to the Wormhole website and select the network from which you want to transfer assets. In our case, it is Ethereum. Connect MetaMask, confirm the connection, and see the balance of your tokens. Next, select the asset to be transferred. Enter the amount of USDT we want to transfer and specify the target network, Solana. The bridge will automatically show you how many tokens you will receive, including the commission. Now it's time to confirm the transaction. Click the Transfer button. MetaMask will ask for confirmation, and you will see the transaction fee in the Ethereum network. After confirmation, the bridge will block your USDT on the Ethereum network and start the process of issuing mirror tokens on the Solana network. After a few minutes, your USDTs will appear in the Phantom wallet. You can then use them for trading, staking, or any other operations on the Solana network. The whole process takes no more than 5-10 minutes if the network is not overloaded. It is important to monitor the status of the transaction on the bridge website and do not close the tab until the transfer is complete. As you can see, using bridges is not as difficult as it may seem at first glance. The main thing is to follow the instructions and carefully check all the data before sending the transaction. Now that you know how to use bridges, let's talk about the risks that can occur during cryptocurrency transfers and how to avoid them. One of the most serious risks in using bridges is the possibility of being hacked. Unfortunately, there have been cases in the past where hackers have attacked decentralized bridges, stealing millions of dollars. For example, one of the biggest hacks occurred in 2022 when hackers gained access to a bridge and took out hundreds of millions of dollars worth of assets. To avoid such situations, always check the bridge's reputation, read reviews, and research its security history. Another risk is related to human error. Mistakes in typing in the wallet address or choosing the wrong network can lead to loss of funds. When you transfer cryptocurrency through bridges, be sure to double-check all the data: the recipient's address, the selected networks, and the transfer amount. It is also worth considering the risk of token volatility. If a bridge charges a fee in tokens whose price can change dramatically, this can affect the final transfer amount. For example, if the exchange rate of the token used to pay the commission drops sharply, you may lose some of your funds. Don't forget about the risk of network overload. When the network is overloaded, transactions can take longer and commissions can increase by times. To avoid this, try to use bridges during periods of low network activity. For example, early morning or late evening UTC. And of course, always use only official bridge sites. Scammers often create phishing copies of popular bridges to steal your data. Always double-check the website address, and it is better to save bookmarks to verified resources. If you keep these simple recommendations in mind, using bridges will become not only a convenient, but also a safe tool for you. Now that we have analyzed all the nuances of using bridges, let's talk about how you can not only store crypto assets, but also earn on them. If you've already transferred your assets to the Solana network, a great way to generate passive income is through staking. Instead of just keeping SOLs in your wallet, you can delegate them to a validator and earn income in the form of interest. Our company Robobo is a validator for the Solana network, and we offer a simple and secure solution to staking. By delegating your coins to our validator, you can earn up to 11% annual interest. At the same time your funds remain under your control, you can always withdraw them or change validators. This will not only help you earn passive income, but also maintain the security and stability of the Solana network. You will find all the necessary links to Robobo Validator in the description. As you can see, bridges are a really useful tool that allows you to transfer cryptocurrency between networks, save on commissions, and open access to new DeFi and staking opportunities. The main thing is to always act correctly. Carefully check all data during the transfer and take into account possible risks. This will help you avoid unpleasant situations and keep your assets safe. If this video was useful, don't forget to put a like and subscribe to the channel.